Hello and welcome to the McManus Webcast here at SuckItUpUSA.com. It is Monday afternoon, November the 26th, the Monday after Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you all had a great one. Lots of food, lots of hanging out, lots of time to reflect and enjoy what truly is important, having our health, our family, our friends, and giving thanks, of course. We have a lot to be thankful for. We should be thankful for the weekend there was in the sports world. College football worked itself out as it typically does. I would say we are all looking for that playoff. I think it's got to be 8 games, not 4 games, but 4 is a start. That does start next year. But right now, as it stands, of course, they have number 1, number 2, and number 3. And I tell you what, the national championship game will work itself out. We'll get to that in just a moment. Some news and notes around college football. Tom O'Brien is out at North Carolina State. Tom O'Brien, the head football coach, formerly at Boston College, was at North Carolina State for a couple years, 2 to 3 years. He has been let go, as has Frank Spaziani, the head football coach and longtime defensive coordinator of the Boston College Eagles. And I tell you what, I never like guys getting fired, but in those 2 cases, absolutely. At least with Boston College, it's time for a change. Brad Bates, the new athletic director, takes over, and hopefully he will be able to bring the right coach in for my alma mater. Gene Chizik is out as well, and he is the latest to go, only 2 years after winning the national title, after paying for Cam Newton. Did I say it? Of course I said. I'll take the money and run, Cam. It's A-OK by me. Of course, I am a little bit biased there. And John Embry, another coach out in Colorado, getting the axe. You know, it's tough. That is the profession they're in. They get it. They understand it. You got to produce. You got to be there. It's not amateur anymore. It is big-time football. It is big-time business. And there's so much money with the networks and not just, the big NBCs and the ESPNs, but network money with, their own conferences having their own networks now, and it's absolutely big time. Bob Goen said it last week on this webcast, the former athletic director of Florida State and the University of Cincinnati, that it's so big at the Big Ten right now that each school is looking at about a $25 million payout this year for their TV contract, the Big Ten Network alone. Obviously, a big bit of money. But on the field, we saw some great games. Florida, nice statement game for you. You win the state, of course, beating up on Florida State. Florida State, I don't think anybody really believed you were a powerhouse. Of course, you got plenty of talent. I really thought Manuel was throwing the game away for you early on. I didn't know what the heck was going on there. But nonetheless, credit the Gators going into Tallahassee, getting the job done, playing very physical, and Jeff Driscoll really coming to play in that game. So Florida comes away with a big victory. Georgia kicks the crap out of Tech. Georgia Tech, that is. Sorry, Mike Cheever, my good friend and the former All-American center out of Georgia Tech. But that is the case. Georgia rolls 42-10. Bama rolls even further. Why did I get the feeling? I'm coming across I-10 on Saturday, and I had seen the Georgia score early. Of course, they were up 42-0 in no time. Why did I get the feeling that Alabama was going to try to top that, knowing that Georgia and them were going to meet up in the SEC championship game? That will be this upcoming Saturday. Bama against Georgia. I'll give my pick later in the week. Winner of that will face the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Some people don't like Brian Kelly. Look, you take your team undefeated. You got them in the right, places. You made the right move at quarterback. Obviously, your defense is top-notch. Now the question will be, can you hang with the speed of the SEC? And I think a lot of it's up front. And maybe collectively at the skill positions, but they have athletes at Notre Dame. They have guys that can run, but do they have the collective bunch that are big, fast, and obviously can move very quickly, very athletic in the SEC? That remains to be seen, but it's all you could ask for. And I did see something in the Business Journal, I believe, that if it's Notre Dame and Alabama, the ratings would set incredible records. And you know what? Who could blame them? Who could blame them? I want to see it. I think it's great for college football. It's great for Notre Dame, even being a Boston College guy. I tell you what, good for them. And they've earned it. The way the system is set up, they've earned it. They're number one. Obviously, with the other teams falling off, they had a chance to jump up. They win, not pretty at Southern Cal, but not an easy place to win. So we'll give them credit where credit is due. And my initial thinking is I hope they don't get run out of the gym come national championship night. But, of course, either Auburn or Alabama or Georgia would be a formidable foe. On to the NFL. I was 9-3 yesterday. Did not do the games on Thursday. I guess I forgot. I did do my fantasy football and had a great week so far. I do have LaShawn McCoy tonight. And I do have the Philadelphia Eagles winning tonight at home. They end the slide, whatever you want to call it. They have lost 6 in a row. They take on Cam Newton in Carolina up in Philly. And, it's time for Philly to step up. This is a game they must win. Obviously, with what's going on in the NFC East, the New York Giants looking as great as they did coming off a bye week against Green Bay. They harassed Aaron Rodgers all night long, and Eli Manning answered the bell. Interesting enough, Phil Simms came out last week and questioned whether Eli Manning was an elite quarterback, and Eli passed him in how many touchdowns he's thrown as a New York Giant. So I guess he's more elite than Phil. I loved Phil. I love Eli. I think they're both elite. I think Eli definitely is an elite quarterback. When you win 2 Super Bowl titles and you're the MVP, I think you can call yourself elite. Chicago wins at home. That was a big win for them. They needed that to stay atop the NFC North. Cincinnati crushes Oakland in Carson Palmer's return. I did call that one, I have to admit. Cincinnati throwing the ball all over the place. Charlie Batch, what? Charlie Batch, yeah, Charlie Batch. God bless you, man. I wish I was still playing. I really do, but I had a feeling that the offense wasn't going to do much. Congratulations. Good win for Cleveland. Good win for the fans. Good win for that city. Indianapolis gets it done with Buffalo heading to town, and a close game I thought it would be, but Indianapolis really setting themselves up for a playoff spot. Denver wins in Kansas City. Seattle, Miami. One of my losses of the week came down to the wire. Credit Miami for getting it done. After getting blown out a week prior, I didn't see 21 points against Seattle's defense, but obviously they scored 24, and I was wrong once again. Congratulations to the Dolphins. Atlanta went into Tampa. What a close game that was. Hey, Tampa's got a good team. Keep an eye on them. They were my sleeper pick at the beginning of the year, but I think they have got a heck of a team together. Their offense is very good. Obviously, Atlanta, one of the elite teams in the entire National Football League at 10-1. A close game there, another loss. San Diego does lose to Baltimore in overtime. That was one of my upsets. I thought they could get them. They were close. Obviously did not get it done. Baltimore comes away with a victory. St. Louis beats Arizona. I did call that one. Of course, Sam Bradford and company getting it done. San Francisco and New Orleans. San Fran, statement game. No, New Orleans is still in there. They're still in the thick. They're playing some good football. But that San Francisco team is very formidable. Frank Gore running the ball. I like Colin Kaepernick. He's doing a great job. And that defense, one of the more physical defenses in the game. And, of course, we saw the Giants last night. What a great weekend it was. I want to congratulate the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, that was a great win. Let me just say this about Chad Henne. He makes all the players around him better. All the players around him better. He's made Justin Blackmon better. He's made Mercedes Lewis better. He's made Cecil Shorts III better. That's what quarterbacks do. That's what good quarterbacks do. So, Chad Henne, congratulations to you. Way to bide your time. Way to step up and take advantage of an opportunity. You can tell the team plays differently. They know you're going to hang in there. They know you're going to tough it out. Guess what? They're going to do the same. In return, the quarterback not only has the ball every single snap on offense, but also one of those leaders. If they play tough, typically the rest of the team will play tough as well. So congratulations to Mike Mularkey and his staff, to Mr. Khan and the organization for getting their first win of the season at home, that is. No solace in 2-9, don't get me wrong, but a nice win for the hometown crowd. And I tell you what, there is some excitement with Cecil Shorts and Justin Blackman with Chad Henne at the helm. Hey, I'm getting ready to launch the No Excuses Tour, and I tell you what, how fitting today. I go to the Y to get my workout in because I ate a ton of food, and I drank some wine and some booze, even tried moonshine over the weekend. I think I'll stay away from that from now on, but had to go and get a good workout in. So I don't have my earplugs in. I'm listening to the music that the Y offers. Not bad by any stretch. I'm doing my circuit, I'm doing my chest and my shoulders, and I'm moving them around. I'm stretching. Two different women with two different trainers. The first thing they did when they got started, they were making excuses for how they felt. Oh, I was up late last night. Oh, I had to do this. Oh, I had to do that. I felt like telling them to shut up and get to work. No excuses whatsoever, especially in the world of health and fitness. There is no excuse to not be as healthy and as fit as you possibly can be. So I hope you take that to heart. Get in the gym, go for the walks, get a good stretch in, start drinking a ton of water. Let's get fit, people out there, because that is the best way to prevent any type of health issues. Put it all on you, and you can't lose. And until next time, have a good one. Hug the ones you love. Tell them you love them. And we'll see you right here on the Tom McManus Webcast at SuckItUpUSA.com. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time.